It's time for a new detail. In this part we will make exhaust pipe, and we will use some tricks that we already know. Start with a simple linear spline. It will be path for our exhaust pipe. And place point in the right view as well. Move it down a bit. Move this point down a bit as well, and it's okay, I think. And use chamfer tool and make some rounding on this point. Spline is still selected. Go to Attributes Manager and adjust intermediate point settings. Use uniform mode. It's the best mode for animation, and some special cases like this one. Use higher value. Go to 3D view, create new parametric inside spline, scale it down a bit, and change subdivision level to 12. And add new align to spline tag to this object. And drag and drop past spline to the link field of this tag. It's the path, and you can rename it. Select tag again and turn on option tangential, and we can set position with position value. Again, select inside and create a new instance object. Copy tag to the instance, and again adjust position. Scale original inside spline down according to our blueprint picture, of course. And create new copy of instance and adjust position again. Do the same. One more. Create new parametric rectangle spline and scale it down. Copy tag again. Set different position to this. It will be something like this, because it must be here. Turn off option tangential and rotate our object. Set H-axis to 217 and other axis to 0, and scale it down. We can compare this opposite path that we done before. Okay, convert rectangle to rotatable spline. Adjust size and epsilon direction, and X direction as well. Select all points on node and use subdivision tool. Set 3 and press OK. We got the same points count like inside object. Select these points and scale them in epsilon direction, and do the same in X direction to this selection. Create new loft nulls object and place all splines children of this object. Don't change the order. This object requires correct order. Go to caps tab and turn off caps. Go to object page and turn off subdivision per segment option. And mesh subdivision value in U direction will be 13. And we must adjust mesh subdivision in V as well. Use the lowest value that's possible. And we must adjust points order of the rectangle spline. In case we have problems with spline orientation, we can use second spline for aligning. Select rectangle spline and point mode and use move ups or down segments commands. It's much better, I hope. We can still adjust size of all our cross sections. We can delete paths as well. We don't need it anymore. And we can adjust position of our splines a bit more. And we can scale instance in object mode as well. But it looks okay for me. And convert a loft nulls object to a table mesh. Select boundary loop and use extrude tool and do new extrusion with our simple trick. Set offset value to 0 and move new edges left and according to opposite side. select these three polygons and these three polygons and use extrude tool again. Do the same here, of course, and extrude them again. Select this polygon and the same polygon on the second side and do new extrusion. Use scale tool in epsilon direction and move them a bit more. Select sides of our newest extrusion and scale them in the direction only. Or you can use normal move command as well. Okay. Use func selection, set lower angle, and set select this area and this one, and use extrude inner tool to new inner loops. Select outer loop and do the same with higher maximum angle value. Create new hypotenuse object and place our polygon object as a child of this object, and that's almost all. We can adjust some details. We can remove one loop, for example. It'll be faster polygon mode. Select polygon loop and use outline selection for conversion and use stitch and sew and weld these loops together. Is better. Show main cylinder object. Open content browser again and add new thread and ball head objects that are seen. Go to right view and adjust size, of course. Sorry. Once more. Move it down and delete all bottom points. I use point mode and rectangle selection. Turn off options. Select only visible elements. Make new copy of ball head object and move it down a bit. Group all these objects to one object and scale it down. Move it and rotate it and place it in according to our objects and scale it a bit more and move them. Move it up in global epsilon direction. Looks okay. Do new instance object of this group and place it to the second side, of course. Select all new objects and place them as children of our main cylinder object. And we have new and really nice detail. We can continue with one little detail. Select form loft nose object and add their new cut, and we will simulate the connection between two parts of the exhaust pipe. It's here. And use knife tool in loop mode. Add there some new cuts. And once more. And select a loop and use bevel tool, for example. And that's really all. Exhaust pipe is finished just now. Perfect. Hurry up to the next part.